Welcome back to the channel. Today I am doing a full review on a couple Onix paddles. So these are the Onix Summit shapes. This is the original Summit C1 paddle. This is the Onix Summit Outbreak, which has that Outbreak Textreme face. I'll talk about that here in a little bit, just to get a brief overview of that. I immediately saw and liked these paddles because I'm coming from tennis, and I loved the longer face. My best shot in tennis or pickleball is kind of a sweeping side spin shot that I really like to hit. And most pickleball paddles, I kind of ran out of room sometimes. I found myself missing. There are other paddles that I've compared at the same time as this. 6-0 double black diamond. This Kuziwio carbon fiber with applied grit paddle I got from Amazon, polypropylene core, carbon fiber paddle. It's a good paddle, but it's not from a common brand. This Tree carbon fiber paddle, also from Amazon. Similar thing, raw carbon fiber face, polypropylene core, played very similarly to the 6-0 double black diamond, but it was very different from the play of the Summit. So even though this Summit Outbreak is, polypropylene core and carbon fiber, it says graphite, but that's pretty obviously carbon fiber. Textreme is carbon fiber. The reason this plays so differently is that this carbon fiber on the front is far more flexible than other carbon fiber. So if you look into what Textreme is, it is a carbon fiber cloth that is woven in a much more organized fashion. So they have a lot more carbon fiber pressed into a much smaller space than most carbon fiber. And what that does is it gets rid of the resin in between the fibers of the carbon fiber. So instead of having resin between your fibers, you have a lot of fibers very close together. That makes the carbon fiber very durable. It also makes it very flexible. So even though this is a 16 millimeter paddle, similar to a lot of the other 16 millimeter paddles that I have, the flexible face makes this play a lot softer. If you are looking for a paddle to help make your short game better, to give you more control of soft dinking and things like that, this is excellent. I loved it for that reason. I also really like the long face because there's a lot of real estate to play up at the net and not have the paddle miss or the ball miss and hit your hand. Just love the shape of this. It is a little bit weird on a two-handed backhand. So if you're coming with a two-handed backhand, the only real place to put your other hand is on top of the hand that's holding the grip. That's a bit odd. It didn't bother me that much. I've played a lot of table tennis as well as regular tennis, so the holding kind of made sense. Again, this is a very soft paddle, and I initially didn't like it because of that. I thought, man, this just doesn't have any pop to it. I'm hitting lame ducks across the net. What I did was I added tungsten tape. So I have tungsten tape from this point all the way up to almost the shoulder of the paddle here. And then I have another about a 4-inch piece on the very end for power. When I put that tungsten tape on this paddle, it transformed how it performed. So I did still have the soft game. It didn't interfere at all with me being able to hit slow dinks and resets and things like that. But what it did was allow me to really hit power shots again. I generally don't have a problem generating my own power. Again, I'm coming from tennis. I'm used to swinging hard. But when I put the tungsten tape on here, I could do the flat punch shots and things, and they were plenty fast. I'm still not having people really return those as much. So the tungsten tape really got rid of any shortcomings I would find with this paddle, and this now is my primary paddle. I love this thing. I will not give it up. You can see I did put a Turner grip on it instead of the regular grip. This is instead of the regular grip. I took it off because even with my XL size hands, this grip was a little bit bulky. Even now with just the Turner grip on there, this butt cap on here is a little large, and I will probably shave this down because it's not very comfortable. So that is my thoughts on the Onix paddle. Super spin on this. I love using it for serving and for kind of lateral cut shots like this because I can spin this so hard that it's really tough to return. It is not the best spinning paddle I've ever used. That would be this paddle, which I will be doing a review of at some point. But this one probably spins even better. This is still an elite spinning paddle. It's every bit as good as my 6-year double black diamond. I don't have, you know, a RPM meter or anything, so I didn't test it that way. But subjectively, in my play and what my opponents were telling me, you know, it spins pretty close. The regular Summit C1, this plays much more like a regular composite face paddle. So it's a lot poppier. You will have a lot of spring off the paddle, a very defined kind of sweet spot, and then kind of sharp fall off like you would normally see on a composite paddle. It does have the larger surface area, but you don't get the benefits of the soft game that you would on this one. So this is much more of just, you know, this is pretty much a standard composite paddle. It's a decent paddle, but what you get the benefit of is just the shape. So if you like the shape, this is great. Otherwise, it's nothing too special. This is very special. It's everything that's great about the Outbreak, and also the benefits of this large Summit shape, which means this is a wonderful paddle for me. I will probably use this as long as they make it. If it wears out, I will buy another one. I love it that much. So that is my review of the Summit Outbreak. I do not have an affiliate link for this. I do have an affiliate link for all the other paddles, most of them here. So check those out in the description and enjoy your pickleball.